Welcome, universe. Ladies and gentlemen, them, they, their, them, zim, zam, zers, everybody. Welcome to episode 73 del Friday podcast. And let's just get right into it, you know what I'm saying? Let me get this books over here real quick. And I'm gonna have to read off the laptop today, so let me zoom this. Move the laptop a little closer. I'm trying to think, are there any I need to turn this light. Let's see. Holy shit. It's a little intense. I mean, I could turn it down. Or I could change it. I like that one. The other one's good too. Yeah. The revelation. The revolution. The institution. The resolution. No restitution. Where's the solution? I'm coming down the block spitting fire like a damn dragon. And I'm dragging. My pants used to be sagging, but now they picked up. Just in case I gotta do a stick up. I mean lyrically, spiritually. I come through literally. And I move the whole world. From every inch of my curls. I'm moving all the girls and all the women. Cause I steady be winning. Yeah, so I steady be grinning. But I also give respect from the gentlemen and G's. So I keep it on deck. When I'm coming through, gotta get some cheese. Chilling in the breeze. Life is but a dream. And I try to live it at ease. So please, back the fuck up off me. 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 Man, I'ma attack, rat-a-tat-tat. Every time I drop a rhyme, haters be like, what the fuck was that? Who the hell is that? It ain't Potter. It's that smoke powder. Get prouder, cause I'm coming through and I'm louder. Fuck your fucking chowder. Fuck all of that powder. I don't need no fentanyl. Where the hell were y'all when I was going through hell and all? Shit. Alright, random page. So we did some of these pages. This isn't blank, but there's some questions on here that we have not done. Again, shout out to Clean Cause Energy Drink. And I love it because it tastes good, feels good, and I donate to recovery addiction. Yeah. So, does the term settle down scare you or give you comfort? That's quite interesting because I was just talking to somebody about that the other day. Hold on, I want to get a little bit. There we go. Scares me. Why? I do not know. I do not know. Have you ever tried to get someone fired? If so, why? Hell no. No, because I'm not a fucking hater. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fucking hater. But it's something you continuously procrastinate with. Right now, I am staring at a giant pile of clean clothes on top of my bed. And before I go to bed, because this is Thursday that I'm recording, and I can't stay up all night, I'm gonna put those clothes, I'm gonna transfer them onto this chair that I'm sitting on. So continuously procrastinate with clothes, putting clothes on. What is one thing you'll never do in public? There's a lot of things I'll never do in public, but one thing I'll never do in public that I do in private? I mean, that's a weird thing. What is one thing you'll never do in public? I've cried in public. I've peed in public. I've drank and smoked in public. I've done other things. Well, not really. I don't know. What would I not do? Walk around buck naked. On purpose. Do you think the zombie apocalypse could be real or is total make-believe? I like that they capitalize zombie and apocalypse, like the Z and the A. Like if it was a real. Well, you know, they showed us in Florida because of the bath salts, right? So they showed us it was possible. I'm not a big zombie fan. Like, I never watched The Walking Dead. It just doesn't interest me. The last zombie movie I watched was Dawn of the Dead, which was fine. You know, I was a kid and I got it for Christmas one year on DVD, so I watched it over and over, you know, a few times. But I don't really, I think a zombie apocalypse, I think it'd be like everything. It'd be zombies, robots. It's gonna be volcanoes and I don't know. Who knows? Are you scared of spiders? I'm creeped out by spiders. I think I talked about it on here there's spiders, man. Spiders are crazy. Yeah, I guess a little bit. Pretty much, I guess I am. What dance or dance move have you mastered? 0. None. Zippity doo dah. Alright, random page. Select. Okay, some blank ones here. Can you stand on your hands unassisted? I don't think so. Especially not right now, my liver is healing. What one trait do you have that will make you a terrible boss? I'm bad with punctuality. What animal do you think should be added to the endangered species list? Real motherfuckers. What do you do when you get a gut feeling about something? I usually pray and meditate on it. What was the last thing to make you feel happy? Realizing that there was a new episode of Tiger Belly, Hey Babe podcast, and Flagrant 2 with Andrew Schultz and Akash. Do you think it's important for a wife to take her husband's last name? Yeah. I mean, I think if you're gonna go through that whole process of getting married and doing all that shit, the paperwork and the money, and why not? If we're gonna be old school, then let's be old school. Let's do it the old school way. If we're not gonna take my name, why we gotta get married? That's how I feel. I don't know. That's how I feel right now. Probably the right girl made me feel different, but I don't know. What's your biggest challenge in the mornings? Finally getting into the shower. There's a lot of buildup. You know, I'm watching a podcast. You know, I might be, meditating, listening to music, shaving, trimming the edges, you know what I'm saying? Just killing time. And then finally get in the shower. And then once I get in there, I don't want to fucking get out. What's the next biggest step in your life? Man, every step is a big step now. Now, at the time that I'm at, every step that I'm thinking about is a big step. You know what I'm saying? Not having roommates, that's one step. Like, you know, living on my own completely, that's a big step. Being in a relationship, that's a big step. Spreading the word on the podcast, trying to do more, you know, for the podcast of the music. Have you ever also helping raise my son through his teenage years? That's a big one because right now he just turned 13, and well, not just, like about half a year ago, and his teenage years are gonna be quite interesting. Have you ever spied on anyone via social media? What does that even mean? Have I looked somebody up without them knowing that I looked them up? Maybe. Is that considered spying? Maybe. But like constantly following them and checking on them and stuff, nah. That's crazy. I probably doesn't sound like I'm being honest, but I promise I'm being honest. Do you share a bond with someone? If so, who? Yeah, I mean, you know, mom. I have a bond with my mom. I have a bond with my pops. I have a bond with my sis. They're all different bonds. I got a bond with my cousin. I got a couple really good friends that I got bonds with. There's a cat in the back that I have bond with. My son, we have a father-son bond. So yeah. What makes technology useful to you? Everything. This. That. This, that. Everything. The ability to record, the ability to edit, the ability to create, the ability to purchase online. You know, technology has made everything easier, for good and for bad. Do you think libraries are still useful? I think libraries are necessary. We still need this. We still need paper and brick and mortar. We still need that shit. Because if everything's in the metaverse, you lose reality and you lose the reason of the human existence. This whole existence, it's not to exist in another realm. It's to exist the here and now, right? This is the human experience. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. So when you get rid of libraries and brick and mortar things, it takes a toll on the human experience, creating a false, hollow version of what we were. And right there, I'm going to stop on the questions. Let's see what Yoda has to say. Shout out to Obi-Wan Kenobi. You are not our only hope, but there's a new show coming out. I need to catch up on Boba Fett, and there's some shows I need to catch up on, but it's all good. I got spring break coming up for that. Hopefully I can catch up on some episodes, maybe. Alright, so this one is the beginning of this chapter. Finding mindful moments. And that's Qui-Gon Jinn. A powerful Sith warrior might be lightsaber slashing into the force field that separates the two of you. Yet it's still possible to find serenity and control your reaction to the situation. You can be the calm eye at the center of the hurricane raging around you. Let's see if I've missed any pages in this chapter. Let's see. So one is live in the present. We did. Don't dwell on the past. Plan for the future, but don't ignore the present. Move beyond your negative thoughts. Have faith that change is possible. Yeah, we did that whole chapter. Okay. So let's go to this chapter, Awakening Potential, which we read the intro. But I see that we have not read this one. And this one, because I've been actually thinking about this, I need to work out again. I've been working out. It says, don't neglect your physical self. Now I gotta sit up straight. Luminous beings we are, but we can't neglect our crude matter either. Working out in the gym or hiking through a swamp with a personal trainer on your back can help you focus on your bodily state. Your mental and spiritual health depends on your physical health. Exercise will replenish your mind, body, and spirit, even if lifting stones with your mind while doing handstands is as hard as it sounds. And that's a classic scene. And what does it say? It says, now the stone, feel it, concentrate, says Yoda. We're getting closer to finishing this wonderful book. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and do the animal, spiritual animal, angel number, badass women in history. Stay tuned. Alright. Excuse me. Before I get to the preceding segments, I did want to talk about real quick about a couple new shows. Vikings Valhalla on Netflix. I binge watched it last week. It was pretty good. I need to rewatch like the last couple episodes. And it's like 100 years after Vikings, the series on Hulu. When that one ends, it's like 100 years later, and you have a Greenlander, and it's pretty cool. Also, The Last Kingdom season 5 just dropped, and I'm a couple episodes in, and that shit is crazy. I've read all the books, so I know the things are gonna happen, but it's been a minute, so I kind of forgot some of the scenarios and stuff, and on that first episode, it's just crazy. I did not expect them to actually do that. And I don't want to spoil it, but I really recommend watching it. It is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So check those out. Alright, so I promised last time I was going to talk about yellow butterfly possible spiritual meanings, because I've been seeing a lot of yellow butterflies. Today I actually saw a white one, but I was like, nah, let me do the yellow ones first. So according to RyanHart.org, RyanHart, they have 3 possible meanings of seeing a yellow butterfly. One is that you may be about to receive a big announcement. Seeing a big yellow butterfly is often a sign you're about to receive now the ones I saw were kind of little, but it could be very good news about your financial or romantic situation. This might be a welcome change for you. You are happy with how things are going in your life at the moment, but it's no secret that you enjoy a little variety. Who doesn't? To keep things interesting. When you get into a dull routine, you start to feel trapped by the limits you've created for yourself. After all, you are a creative person and like to express yourself in many different ways. For some people, change can be scary. But if you are excited to see what opportunities this next chapter in your life will bring. 2, you may be reminded of a childhood memory. When you see a yellow butterfly, this can be a message about your childhood. After seeing a butterfly, it is not uncommon to be reminded of a memory or experience from your youthful days. Neither of these. Well, kind of the first one for me. For example, you might stumble across a toy or book you kept as a childhood memento. This will remind you of the happy times from your past. Butterflies may also deliver messages about someone from your past or childhood. If you have been thinking about a person you've lost contact with, seeing a small yellow butterfly might mean they are thinking about you as well. They may also, no, we already read that. 3, third possible reason is you may or will have a spiritual experience. That's cool to say. Yellow butterflies carry powerful spiritual messages, according to ryanhart.org. Beware that you may have a positive spiritual experience soon. Keep a lookout for signs such as answered prayers, miracles, or help from your guardian angel. Watch closely for messages from God that He is watching over you and hears your prayers. You're about to go through a period of enlightenment. If you've been looking for guidance about your purpose or direction in life, you will receive clarity. Seeing a black and yellow butterfly is often a sign that you are currently at a crossroad in your life. You have worked hard to get where you are, but now are feeling trapped by your success. God has a special plan for you and is working to guide you in the right direction. You may have a spiritual awakening that answers the big questions you have been struggling with. And I got one more source. GoSpiritually.com says that the yellow butterfly is a sign of optimism and guidance. For some Native American tribes, a fluttering yellow butterfly also represents the symbol of happiness, hope, and creativity. It reminds us to have a good time. A yellow butterfly hovering above you brings happiness and prosperity to you. Shout out to spring coming up. Alright. So continuing on the angel number series, 616. According to angelnumbersmeaning.com, 616 sends you an important message from the guardian angel. Sorry, got a dry mouth. Shout out to blanktag.co for these badass vinyl stickers. Alright, so let me start over. 616. According to angelnumbers.meaning.com, the message 616 says that you need to be more positive about life and stop blaming yourself for things you cannot affect. Number 6 is possibly considered unlucky in many cultures for various reasons. So the first look at this number tells us it's unlucky. And then I try to click on angelnumbersmeaning.com and get the whole thing, but it wouldn't let me. Actually, I could just go to it because I'm on the computer. Ugh. Probably look ridiculous doing that with my head. So So let me copy this. 616. I'm about to look it up. 616. About to look it up. I bet. So I'm gonna read what 616 means. According to angelnumbersmeaning.com. Okay. It says angel numbers are small blessings we get from our guardian angels. Yeah, let me just read that first. They help us get through life and guide us through difficult moments. Angel numbers can appear everywhere around us, so we need to pay attention to mistakes we are making and problems we are not paying attention to. 616. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, the message says you need to be more positive about life and stop blaming yourselves for the things you cannot affect. 6 is considered unlucky in many cultures, so the first look at this number tells us it's unlucky. However, not all number 6 combinations are considered bad. This particular number warns you to be more open to positivity and that you need to be more confident when it comes to your decisions. Angel number 616 is usually sent to us by the guardian angels when we need some encouragement to get through hard times. It's to remind you that you are the creator of your own life and that nobody can tell you how to live and what to do. You should ignore everybody else's opinion and focus only on your desires and dreams. It sounds kind of irresponsible. When you manage to do this, you'll be more happy and fulfilled. More than happy and fulfilled. We all sometimes fall in despair and wonder whether our lives have a meaning. The secret to living a happy and satisfying life is to embrace a positive attitude and stop thinking about the negative around you. Once you learn how to train your brain to think only about the goodness in the world, you are going to wake up with a smile on your face. Every day is a new sheet of paper you can fill with beautiful drawings, memories, and people that will forever remain in you. These precious moments we collect through life guide us and make us feel fulfilled and happy in life. 616 reminds you to surround yourself with positive people and to keep being positive in every sense of the word. When you do that, nothing is going to stand in your way to achieving the ultimate bliss. 616. Secret meaning and symbolism. 616 consists out of 2 numbers. The powerful energies of number 6 and 1 are there to guide you through life and help you to achieve greatness. Number 1 symbolizes new beginnings and adventures that are ahead of you. There is a new chapter in your life that you will have to write, so you shouldn't waste any time. Instead, start changing your life right now and avoid being overly concerned about the outcome. Angel number 6 symbolizes family and service. This number reminds you to stay close to people you love and seek their support when it is needed. In some cultures, this number is considered to be unlucky, but as an angel number, it reminds us about the value of family. This number also represents positive attitude and positivity in general. So you gotta start looking at the positive. Keep an open mind and surround yourself with people who are positive and full of energy. Avoid doing anything that drains you or makes you feel negative. When people in your life are negative and bring a bad energy into your life, then maybe it's time to get rid of them. Angel number 616 incorporates 3 more numbers, and those are 61, 66, and 16. 61 gives you hope. This angel number tells you that miracles happen to those who dream and who are ready to take on a challenge. You shouldn't stop hoping that someday your life is going to become just the way you want it to be. 66 symbolizes discipline and effort. This angel number tells you to be strong and push through changes that are about to happen in your life. You need to stay focused on your goal and avoid waiting for things to happen by themselves. In the end, you are going to receive how much you put into something. 100%. And lastly, 16 symbolizes your thoughts and actions. These two segments in your life need to be in sync. Because when you are thinking about something else and doing another thing, you won't receive results. We have to be in control of our thoughts and keep pushing ourselves with our minds. When we enjoy something, when we enjoy doing something, then we won't have to look for motivation elsewhere. It's going to come to us by itself and will give us more, and we will give more effort than necessary. Interesting. Whoa. This is some interesting history on the number. So 616 is often called the number of the beast. This number appears in the book of Revelation, and it represents the devil. Although in popular belief, the number 666 represents the devil. In the Codex Ephraimi Rescriptus, number 616 is called the number of the beast. Many scientists believe the number 616 is the original number that marked the devil, and that number 666 was created later, partially because the Greek number for Jesus was 888. In the year 616, in the Byzantine Sassanid Empire, Jewish people in Jerusalem gained complete control over the city. The Persian army, under the guidance of Shahin Vaman Zadegan, destroyed the city, Sardis, and all the synagogues. At the same time in Europe, Adalaud succeeded his father and became ruler of Italy. In religion, year 616 brought boycott of Muhammad by the Banu Hashim in order to put pressure on his Muslim followers. A shrine of the Westminster Abbey is founded, and Mellitus, Bishop of London, was exiled by his brothers and by the sex red. Year 616 was marked by births of Grimoald the Elder, mayor of the Palace of Austrasia, and Javaneshir, king of Albania. Oh, wow. Alright, let's do the badass woman of Herster and wrap this shit up. Wrap this shit up. Wrap this shit. Wrap this shit up. Wrap this shit up. Wrap this shit up. Shout out to Lewis P. Dot. I don't know if he wants his last name out there. For the beats. And he was just 818. And we're doing those number one numbers. Earlier it was 616, and that's the one I did. I've been the G since I was a kid. I got cool hair, so I don't need a lid. Haters talk shit, so they need a red. Themselves with that negative energy. Plenty coming through with the semi-automatic. What it do? Causing tragic. Coming through like the king in blue. What it do? What it be? Coming through with the crew. Alright, I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. Let me do this. So according to poets.org, well, let's see. So her name is Sor, S-O-R, Juana Inés de la Cruz. Born on November 12th, and this is from poets.org. Born November 12th, 1651, and there's some dispute about the year. In San Miguel, Neplantla, Mexico, Juana Inés de Asbaje y Ramirez was the illegitimate daughter of a Spanish father and a Creole mother. Her maternal grandfather owned property in Amecameca, and Juana spent her early years living with her mother on his estate, Panoaya. Juana was a voracious reader in her early childhood, hiding in the Hacienda chapel to read her grandfather's books from the adjoining library. She composed her first poem when she was 8 years old. By adolescence, she had comprehensively studied Greek logic and was teaching Latin to young children at age 13. She also learned Nahuatl, an Aztec language spoken in central Mexico, and wrote some short poems in that language. At age 8, after her grandfather's death, she was sent to live in Mexico City with her maternal aunt. She longed to disguise herself as a male. I lost my spot. So she'd go to university, but was not given permission by her family to do so. She continued to study privately, and at 16 was presented to the court of the Viceroy Marquis de Montserrat, when she was admitted to the service of the Viceroy's wife. When she was 17, the Viceroy assembled a panel of scholars to test her intelligence. The vast array of skills and knowledge she demonstrated before the panel became publicly known throughout Mexico. Her reputation and her apparent beauty attracted a great deal of attention. Interested not in marriage, but in the furthering of her studies, Juana entered the convent of the Discalced Carmelites of St. Joseph, where she remained for a few months. In 1669, at age 21, she entered the convent of the Order of St. Jerome, where she would remain until her death. In the convent, Sor Juana had her own study and library, and she was able to talk often with scholars from the court and the university. Besides the writing of poems and plays, her studies included music, philosophy, and natural science. Her small room was filled with books, scientific instruments, and maps. Though accomplished, Sor Juana was the subject of criticism by her political and religious superiors. When her friends, the Viceroy Marquis de la Laguna and his wife Maria Luisa, Condesa de Paredes, the subject of a series of Sor Juana's love poems. Whoa, she was a lesbian. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah. She left Mexico in 1688. Sor Juana lost much of the protection to which she had been accustomed. So they were protecting her. In 1690, a letter of hers which criticized the well-known Jesuit sermon was published without her permission by a person using the pseudonym Sor Filotea de la Cruz. Included with her letter was a letter from Sor Filotea, actually the Bishop of Puebla, Manuel Fernandez de Santa Cruz, criticizing Juana for her comments and for the lack of serious religious content in her poems. Sor Juana's reply, the now famous Respuesta a Sor Filotea, has been hailed as the first feminist manifesto, defending, among other things, a woman's right to education. Her fervent reply was the subject of further criticism, and the Archbishop and others demanded that she give up any non-religious books or studies. She continued to publish non-religious works, among them several villancicos, a poetic form typically sung as a religious devotional for Feast of the Catholic calendar, about Saint Catherine of Alexandria, written in a more feminist than religious tone. Controversy surrounding Sor Juana's writing and pressure from those around her, including Confessor Núñez de Miranda, resulted in Sor Juana's forced abjuration. During this time, Sor Juana was required to sell her books as well as all musical and scientific instruments. Sor Juana responded by devoting herself to a rigorous penance, giving up all studies in writing. In 1695, a plague hit the convent on April 17th. After tending to her fellow sisters, Juana died from the disease around the age of 44. So I wanted to read one of her poems real quick. Because I thought it was pretty cool. What happened to the music? Oh, it's the speaker. I wonder if that's the sign that it should skip the song, man. Because that song might be copyrighted. Okay, let me look at my bookmarks. Bookmarks about Sor Juana de la Cruz. I hope this is one. No. Well, let's see. Maybe they got it right here. No. You, Juana Inés. You. Man, I lost the page that had the poem. It was a cool little poem. Maybe it's this first page right here. Yeah, I think it's this one. Nope. Some kind of curriculum. Man, there's this poem. Okay, I think it's from this one. It's Cal Latin America .voices.wooster.edu. And it talks about Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz, Latin America's first feminist. Or controversial views. Okay, so this is a poem right here. Damn, how do I zoom into this? I'm just gonna have to physically zoom in. Well, I can't really read. It's called Foolish Men. Okay, and I'm gonna put a link to the biography page because it's pretty interesting. So yeah, this will be a pretty short episode, but we'll be back next week with a longer one when I'm on spring break and I'm rested and I'm prepared and I'm tan and I've exercised and shit. So I'm gonna look better next time and I'm gonna feel better next time. And I love y'all. Peace.